Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So today I'm going to discuss a trend that has really emerged since we have all literally re-emerged out of this pandemic, back gradually into social life, going to events, getting dressed up for. I'm going to break these all down and discuss what has been really speaking to me when it comes to this particular style. Now the trend in question is deconstruction. I feel like it's very apt for this time. It's been very uncertain, this period. And, you know, within the last year, fashion has basically felt like it's been pretty dormant for all of us, you know, locked in our houses, not having many places to go and, you know, style looks for. So, yeah, I think this trend is really interesting, and it's basically just a literal breaking down of fashion and rebuilding and reimagining it. Now, one of the elements of this trend I noticed near the beginning was threading, particularly contrast threading. Bring out the seams from underneath the clothing to the front, which is why I'm wearing this style top in Ode. This is from Weekday and it has a bunch of contrast threading, as you can see on the sleeves, all around the neckline and all across the front to show you. Most recently DOJAKA, she was seen sporting a cutout luminous contrast thread crop top in her video from Need to Know, painted in blue like an alien, still looking fashionable and fabulous. A designer I feel like has really led charge of this kind of deconstruction trend is OTTOLINGER. Now, I first noticed this designer being worn on Kim Kardashian. I think she's probably one of the famous names that's really become a fan of OTTOLINGER. And what struck me about this brand is that it really brings forward that notion of breaking down clothing and reimagining it as something completely different, completely new and exciting. Now, my favourite staple from the brand is their dresses. They tend to be figure hugging and they have around the neckline usually like a complete unravelling of straps, crisscrossing, just a whole asymmetrical style towards the neckline. And I love the fact that the brand is, you know, not afraid to experiment with colour, from bright yellows to deep browns, so I just love the variety there. Another brand that really experiments with Reconstruction is NENSI DOJAKA. Now, this is an Albanian-born designer that studied in London, and the first time I believe I saw one of their designs was on Bella Hadid. She wore a black semi-sheer top with really thin straps across the neckline in this like asymmetrical style, and I actually thought this was a Mugler piece when I first saw it, just because if you look at NENSI's collection, it's very reminiscent of that 90s sheer revealing that Mugler like to indulge in, and that has been indulging recently with its very popular bodysuits. I've seen some really nice sleek designs spotted on Emma Corrin, Sophie Turner, and most recently Emily Ratajkowski, who didn't have a baby not that long ago and looks amazing. A lot of their stock I believe is available on Net-a-Porter and Selfridges and Farfetch, so I'll try and leave links below to some pieces. RUI ZHOU is another designer who loves a bit of cutout details. Dua Lipa rocked one of their designs on the cover of Rolling Stone. She looked amazing, and I've seen her sporting a couple of other pieces from the brand. It has this very delicate feminine style of clothing, and it's ultimately lingerie and bodysuits, accustomed to a variety of sizes, which I really champion. And I love the fact that it's pushing the idea of feeling confident in revealing clothing, whatever your body size, and it really celebrates that. So I love that diverse element. Usually the pieces are in pastel colours, so again very light and ethereal almost, but there are some black styles on the website. I will leave a link below to some of my favourite pieces. This is a very young, fun brand. Kylie Jenner is another name who I've seen sporting their pieces, and she really pushes forward that element. It's like a new modern kind of appeal or dressing, and it's very exciting, it's very innovative. It's not something, although cutouts is not new to me, the way that this brand presents cutouts in their clothing, it's very experimental, and it breathes new life into the style. Last but not least is KNWLS by London-based designer Charlotte Knowles. She has an array of pieces within her collections that strike me as very like early 2000s, when cutout reveals was very popular, and also the idea of wearing underwear as outerwear. That's something that the brand experiments with briefs and corsetry and bras over tops. I love the element, and love the fact that they're bringing that back. Although the brand is new, they've already managed to get Beyonce as a client. I thought it was very different from Beyonce, but very, very fashion forward. Layering is a big aspect that KNWLS plays with as a brand. Bella Hadid has shown examples of this wearing some of their tops, and there's a lot of crisscross detailing on shoulder straps and again reconstruction of necklines, so loving that detail. Nicki Minaj has also been a really, really big client of late, along with Kim Kardashian wearing one of their tops last year, and it all fit in with that kind of coyote ugly aesthetic that KNWLS really pushes forward with its style of clothes. It's very rodeo style, so very much like the clothes worn in that film, very much of that early 2000s element, and I just love the fact that they're bringing it back. It's very, very nostalgic, and I can't wait to see what new designs it'll be bringing in the future. That is my roundup of all the newer designers that have really been put on my radar recently, experimenting with deconstruction in clothing and just reimagining fashion as we all re-emerge into this new normal way of life, hopefully with more social engagements, hopefully with more easing and lifting of restrictions. I'd love to know what you think of the designers I've mentioned and the clothes in the comments below. What's been your favourites? Let me know, and please subscribe because I'll be back with a new video very, very soon.